Sorry I'm late, Chief, because Chief gives us directions to be there on time, but today we're busy at home because the 25 years we're having a dinner for them, and so I've been running around. And plus it's my birthday, so I'm 50. But to make it short, maybe I don't look like 50, but it's natural hair. My witness is right there, my wife, and I've never come to a prayer line that much. I don't drink, I smoke cigarettes, but I respect the church, I respect our pastor. We have a very good pastor here. You know, I came by here raining Monday. Boy, the pastor is still cleaning the tent. Boy, what kind of guilty. I went back again, and well, I'm busy trying to set up. We're doing other stuff, and came by again. He's still doing the same thing. Oh, I finally had to pull in. I said, Pastor, I says, what can I do? What can we do? Oh, I think that rain might clean the tent. That's coming, he says. But I told the chief, I says, Chief, I think you have to send some men there. So we did send some men here, and let's do whatever we can, because they told us Wednesday, but everything worked out for the pastor and the board, the ladies, so very nice, you know. Been about 30 years that I was a young man when we started helping here, all of us. It's a long time ago, and but early this morning and last night, the chief phoned me to open the riverside. We blocked it because people were drinking there, and keep it clean for these events, respect that area. And we got kind of lucky too last year, a little over a year ago. The chief, we were going to buy the chairs for the church, for camp meetings to help the pastor. So we, as council, we thought we'd be paying $5–10 a chair. We all looked at each other, so the chief went negotiating with an hotel that was doing renovations. He comes back smiling. They told us there's over 600 chairs in there. If you're here at 11 o'clock Monday morning, pick them up for $1. You know, one of the council there, Ed Anderson's boy there, Barry, we looked at each other. Oh boy, he says, we save money, eh? But you know, the funny thing is, we're driving back and forth. Andy Anderson, I work with Andy, one of the council that was here earlier. We had flats along the way, a little trailer, lots of mosquitoes, and we're going to garage to get tires. So, boy, he says the other week, if you want to borrow my trailer, you can take it. No, I don't want to borrow your trailer. He says, I put new tires, he said. But it's been almost 30 years for us too, me and my wife. Anniversary this weekend, and you know, I don't really like to bring this up, it really bothers me, but we were separated one time for 5 years. And one day, she didn't even talk to me, she didn't even look at me 5 years. So one day I ran into her. I guess I still looked handsome. And so I said, so we started talking, you know, but it was all alcohol problem, and now we're happy. We have a lot of grandchildren already. We just had another 1 year granddaughter. And, but I do like alcohol. I just don't like it because I know what it did to me. And same wife, I still love her. I hope I still be like what the preacher said last night. I heard him, I sat in the corner there, he kept looking at me. The only time my wife loves me more and more is getting towards payday. No, just kidding. Yes, kidding, kid one. You're welcome to our community. Anytime you come by, we look after our community the best as we can. And I always say this, a lot of people don't like it, but you know, my uncles, the one that spoke here is the councillor, Andy. Garnett's my uncle, the chief. I worked for them so many years, on and off, chief and council, and I'll be finishing off 17 years. The wife asked me to retire, but I says I'll let her know. And it takes a lot of your time, 7 days a week, you know, we're always prepared, this and that. But I always say we're blessed, you know. I heard one of the council mention that one time, that we have a chief that doesn't drink, that is involved in the church, and our meetings are open with a prayer, our meetings are closed with a prayer. You know, things are increasing in our community, like we're going out of everything, we're on our own, and that's one thing. We work together very closely, and I think all of us are supportive to the church, and I know some of them had other commitments today, but we love the pastor. I brought up with a pastor my younger days, but I wouldn't say what we used to do. And but everything is totally different today. Like the young children it's dangerous for them out there, but I didn't have to do all the work at home because it's my birthday. I was supposed to take it easy, but he gets to allow me to say a few words. But nice to see our Grandpa Ed here. You know, he's been with us for so many years as a chief in this community, and the first time I was elected, he was a chief. So he says, "You're going to travel with me. I'm going to put you to work." So I traveled with him. I went to almost every meeting. I got the experience through him and through the other council, and so I always thank him for showing me how the things happen outside. We built a new church here. Ed was involved, and we built a kitchen for helping the pastor. And I told the chief here the other week, a couple of weeks ago, we should build a permanent building here, I said, for camp meetings only. And it's a lot of work to put it up and a lot of work to put it down, but I guess it's not the same when it's a tent, it's a tent. And so I thank the pastor too, keeping it. It's a traditional thing in our community. But Migi, Kitwan, and Angus, nice to see him here too. I used to go to the hospital. I was shaving him. "Well, Angus," I said. Oh, he looked at me a little bit. "I never thought I would be standing here shaving you," I said. So a couple of days went by. When instead you're going to be here again, I guess. Oh, I guess he wants to shave again. But you know, he's coming around pretty good. He's healthy. I ran into him in Calgary over a week ago, and he got lost on the escalators. Sylvia left him behind. So I ran to Sylvia. "Oh, he's probably back there shopping." There's Angus standing around, looking around where he's going to go. "Over here, Angus, we have to go up this escalator walking." Boy, he's really good.